Today I am going to share with you how I make these beautiful Easter cookies. They are just an easy egg-shaped sugar cookie, but you can also use a round cookie cutter as well, and I'll show you how to make one even into a little tombstone cookie. And it just makes these cookies really special for Easter. So I simply just use my favorite sugar cookie dough and my homemade buttercream frosting to turn these simple egg-shaped cookies into special Easter cookies. Now you could even use just store-bought frosting would work just as well for these cookies to really simplify. I really love the shape of the egg ones, but if you don't have a cookie cutter, I'm going to show you how you can use just a circle cutter instead of the egg one. So once my dough is chilled overnight, then I just roll it out and use my cutters to cut my cookies out. And you will see the full recipe for my sugar cookie dough and for my buttercream frosting down below. I like to roll mine a bit on the thicker side also. And I'll just kind of pat my dough sometimes to give it a little feel about how thick it is. And I do like to put my cookies on parchment when I bake them. And again, you can see these are pretty thick, but I feel like a thicker cookie just holds up better when you want to decorate it. I'm also going to show you a little trick today. If you don't have an egg cutter, that's okay. Let me show you how you can make an egg cutter using just a round cutter. And that's all there is to it. Just roll it out a little bit flatter and you have an egg shape. We'll take this one and we'll do the same thing. Perfect. Okay, so any little leftover bits of dough can also be rolled in just to a tiny little circle. You'll see it's baked, and I just flatten it and use it later for a special tombstone cookie. So we're gonna bake them, and I like to bake them on parchment paper. You can see one of my little tombs or rocks right here that's next to its bigger cookie, and I'll show you again how to decorate that. But I bake them for 12 minutes at 350. And here, like I said, is my little rock, and that's gonna go on that particular cookie. I'll flatten the bottom of the tombstone cookies as well, just a tad. Then I just get my supplies out. It doesn't take a whole lot. Buttercream frosting, I'm gonna dye a little bit green in that piping bag. I have some chocolate in a piping bag, and then some little small sprinkle flowers. And the reason why I use the sprinkle flowers is because then you eliminate having to have a bunch of pastel colors to make those flowers. So we're just going to frost it with that white buttercream. Then I am going to use my chocolate piping bag, and that has a number 233 tip to make the cross with. And again, any tip is gonna work. If you have a star tip, it is gonna work for this. We're not after Pinterest perfect, we are after pretty and fun. And then I'm gonna use a number 3 round tip is what's on my green grass, to get that look. And then simply just put on the little small flower sprinkles and your cookie is finished. They really don't take that long. It doesn't take any skill to make these pretty Easter cookies. Everybody is going to love them. I'm actually making mine for an Easter occasion, an Easter get-together. And again, here is an egg-shaped one, and you can use the round cookie cutter or the egg shape. You're gonna see they all look just beautiful. So I really think that when you have your brown cross, that those little blades of green grass just makes it look very spring and Easterish. Now for the extra special cookie, you're going to take that small little circle, put your buttercream on your big cookie first, then you're going to take your small little circle and you are going to frost that with your chocolate so it looks like a big brown boulder or rock. And I'm just going to place that right on top of the round cookie. Fill it in with chocolate, however you like. The piping bag to me works really easy to do that. I'm still going to go ahead and add a brown cross on this one. And then I'm just going to add my little blades of grass right along with the little flower sprinkles. And again, you can just see how easy these cookies really are to make. And even though the little sprinkles are small, to me it's a lot easier because you eliminate that need for making several different pastel dyed frosting colors. And so I just want to say thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed these special Easter cookies, and I just want to wish you all a beautiful Easter.